Good. Well, thank you for holding on with us this far. And we started the journey this year, and this was a good year in me trying to get this done. And as we're coming towards the close of the year, I have a few thoughts that I'd love to share even as we close the year. I know we promised that we'll continue with the self-awareness conversation, but I'd like to take a pause on that and then we can pick it up later, maybe in the new year. But I just have a few thoughts, and in the next few episodes that we're going to go through is just to share some thoughts, and some of them will be revisiting what we did already, but bear with me just to revisit those because I think they're very key even as we look into the new year. Now, if you are like me, every now and then when the year is coming to an end, you're exhausted, a lot has happened, and you're like, oh my God, I'm looking forward to a break. I'm looking forward to a time to just go relax and sleep longer and never have anybody calling me asking me for anything. I just want to go and rest. And of course, this holiday coming ahead, December break, provides opportunity for most people to do that, to get away, to go be with family, to go be with the people you care about most. And so personally, I'm looking forward to that time. I'm looking forward to the time when we shut down, when nobody will be calling me unless they're calling me for a celebration. They'll not be calling me to ask me, hey, Gabriel, can you do this for us? Can you do this? Oh, I'm looking for this. Even them, they'll be afraid to do that. So I'm looking forward to that. But as we look forward to that, the year 2023 has had its share of challenges. And some people, it has thrown them out of balance. Some people, it has been a tough year. And for those of us, if you're listening to this and you're a Kenyan, you probably would identify with some of the thoughts. And everywhere you go, and I was joking with someone the other day, that you just enter, if you want a conversation, just enter a matatu and start a conversation about tax. And then you just say, hey, taxes, and then don't say anything else. At least there'll be 2 or 3 people who will look at you and the conversation will pick up from there. Or just that, hey, this government, and then a conversation will ensue from there. So people are coming from a point where they're feeling like it's been a tough year. A lot has happened probably the way we did not expect, the way we did not really imagine it would go to. A while back when we were starting this conversation, we talked about hope meter. And we asked, how hopeful are we? And even as we're looking forward to the new year, as personal as I'm looking forward to the new year, I've dealt with 2023. It has brought challenges. I've been stretched because a lot of things changed. So I got stretched to some limits that I did not expect. I got pushed to some corners that I did not expect. But we have sailed through, and the year is coming to an end. But as you look forward to the new year, how hopeful are you for the year 2024? What are some of the thoughts that are crossing your mind as you think of the year 2024? Are you feeling like you don't know what is going to happen with the year 2024? Are you at a point where you're looking at the aspects of your life and like, I'm actually hopeful for a better 2024? Now, you can lap it all up and say, oh yeah, 2024 is going to be a good year, and I'm looking forward to this 2024 year. Or you can choose to say, what are some areas of my life that I'd like to really focus on and ask myself the question, how hopeful am I financially for the year 2024? When I look at my finances, my financial landscape, my financial future, am I hopeful for the year 2024? When I look at my personal development or leadership development for that matter, am I hopeful? Are there things that I'm like, yeah, in 2024, I'd like to focus on this? I was talking to someone the other day, and they were trying to really say, 2024, I need to get a job. 2024, I need to go back to class. 2024, I need to do X, Y, Z about my growth. And marriage, maybe you're married or you're single. And so when you look into 2024, what does that look like for you? What does that mean for you when you look at 2024? And it's coming. In less than 30 days, we'll be into 2024. And so as that year is unfolding and it's coming, what are your hopes for that year? Are you just going to fall into it? Or do you want to be more intentional and start thinking through what exactly do you want to experience for the year 2024, the pace of life? Are you looking like, hey, I think my life is moving slower than I want it to move? Because maybe not out of competition or comparison, but just looking at where your peers are and where you are, you're like, hey, maybe I need to do a few things. I was talking to a gentleman the other day and he was sharing about sometimes feeling stuck. I don't know whether the year is ending and you're feeling like I'm stuck. I'm not moving. I'm not making progress as I'd wish. So when you look at 2024, what does that look like for you? Maybe you have a family or you have children and you're thinking through your children in the year 2024. What does that mean for you? Do you want to get them to different schools? Do you want to think through how they get to school? Maybe they're just starting school and you're thinking, maybe there's a discipline plan that you have in place. Maybe you want to invest more in their spiritual growth. Maybe you want to invest more. You want to try some things around their financial, educate them financially. Train them to how to manage finances. Socially, you're looking at the group, the circle of friends that you have and the family around you and those people around you that you hang out with socially. Maybe to you it's looking at 2024 spiritually. Maybe 2023 has rocked you a little bit. And so you're looking at 2024 and like, I'd like to pray more. I'd like to read scriptures more. I'd like to go to the places of worship more. I'd love to do all this more. Maybe you have a team you run or a business you run or an organization you lead. Looking at 2024, what does that look like for you? Are you like, hey, how do I position my people? How do I position my team? How do I position my organization well in 2024 so that it can achieve the things that I'd like it to achieve? Maybe you run a ministry. Maybe you're involved in ministry. And what does that look like for you? And of course, recently I sent out an email randomly. And a number of guys reached out booking an appointment because they just wanted to look at this 2024, what does it mean? How do I approach it? What are some of the things that I need to start doing? What are the things that I need to continue doing? What are the things that I need to stop doing? And so those three things, the things that you need to start doing, what are you looking at? And this is not your usual New Year resolution conversation. I hope you don't look at it that way. But this is about you yourself looking at what is the trajectory of your growth? Which direction do you want to intentionally steer your growth? What plans do you want? Because if you believe like me who believes in the scriptures, we are told commit your plans unto the Lord and he will establish them. So what plans do you want to establish, to commit to God and say, God, when I look at my 2024, here are my thoughts. Here are my wishes. Here are my dreams when it comes to my finances, when it comes to my personal development, when it comes to my family, when it comes... And someone was the other day was telling me that what we need to do mostly and what we need to be brave enough to always do is to go and tell God, God, I need this amount of money and give it a figure. I need that kind of shoe. I need that kind of whatever. Whatever. Be more specific. And because when you're more specific, you know, when we talk about putting together a goal, and it has to be smart. And it's about even the things we want to get, the things we want to go for. If you want a particular kind of shoe, be smart about it. Be specific. Let it be measurable. Let it be something you can say, it is yellow shoes that I want. And it is this size and I want it for... Be a bit more specific on it, because then when you do that, it makes your hair stand and it makes you be able to even ask yourself, is this really realistic that I want this? And you trust God more for a specific thing that you're looking for. And so, as the year is coming to an end, 2023 has been what it has been. It has pushed you probably to the corners maybe you did not expect, but it's coming to an end. And you can't blame it. You can blame all the things that have happened. You can go back and start pointing, oh, these people did this, that's why I did this, happened to me, these people, and that will not help you. I think it's high time you just settle down and say, okay, so 2024 is coming. What am I looking forward to in the new year? And how can I get there? Do I need to surround myself with different kinds of people? Do I need to reach out to some people? Do I need a coach for 2024? Do I need a mentor for 2024? Do I need to go for some training for 2024? Do I need to put together some plan? Do I need to start that business? I was talking to my wife the other day, and we are passionate about marriages. And we've done a few things in the past. Even a few weeks ago, we had some marriage retreat in some place. And so as we were in that retreat, we were just talking about some things we'd like to see happen in 2024 around our lives. And we are thinking around them, we're trusting God around those things, and we're intentionally saying, God, if anything else, please let these things happen. We're trusting you for the following. And as our last born kid will be getting to school, and of course we were like, okay, do we get into school? Maybe he's too young still. Let's just have him be at home. But we are already thinking maybe we need to get into school, and what does that look like to get into school? And so I'd like you to be intentional and think through this and ask yourself as you go for the break, take a week, take a day, take a few hours, and intentionally think through your 2024. How hopeful are you? What are some plans you want to see happen? What are some things that you're trusting God for? What exactly would you be happy to experience in 2024? Well, I hope this made sense to you, and I hope this challenged you. I hope this got you thinking. And I'd invite you, if you have any question, if you need help in thinking through all this, be kind enough to reach out, and we'll be able to make time to just have a conversation around that. I wish you all the best and enjoy your break as you go through the holiday. Thank you.